We're back here at the NRL Harvey Norman Women's Championship. We see sides coming out onto the ground. The Queensland Rubies and Northern Territory. Game 1 for Pool B action here on day 2. Rubies, of course, defending champions in the under-19s. Last year's competition. Northern Territory to upset them here today. Looking at their results yesterday. Queensland Rubies convincing winners over South Australia, 36 points to 0. But Northern Territory, they took the fight to New South Wales Country well and truly, going down 20 points to 10 in that game. And New South Wales Country and South Australia will follow this one in our final game for day 2, which has been a jam-packed schedule. Another 9 to follow tomorrow. And top spot will be determined in both Pool A and Pool B. Plenty to happen before then, though. The Rubies get us underway, and Northern Territory will get first use at it. It's off the feet, so it won't be a knock-on. Vakakavu got a bit fortunate. She's off and running here. No support with her. Good tackle one-on-one by Talia Marshall at fullback today. Early chance for the Northern Territory to open the scoring here. Fitzgerald will play it. 40 out from the line. Genders. Shift it to the sideline. Moving the Rubies around. Hills the dummy half. Last tackle now. Can they get end product to their opening set? Sekitoga puts it high. Test out wide. Vakakavu the target. It's come back to the Territory, but it'll be a knock-on. A helter-skelter start for the Rubies in their opening set. Seeing back play, there's a Rubies player struggling with looks to be a shoulder injury. Lana Peters, I think it is, out there who's struggling. See her in the hands of the trainer behind play. Not what they need. Emma Barnes out of dummy half. Yesterday, her work. Rubies pressure on them as defending champion, shifting the footy early. Hannah Larson, the captain, takes it infield. Barnes goes short side. Williamson, such a star yesterday, almost an intercept. They would have gone up the other end. Abigail Kate Hills. So a full set, 30 out from the line. Good opportunity to find first points here for the Rubies.
Okay, come forward for me, Queensland. Hold for the break here. Second row, blocks, arms around. Heads all the way in. Break!
Williamson feeds to the scrum. Batty at the base of it. Kiriaratu. They've got them stretched out wide. Batty jinks off the right, now the left. Can't get the ball free. Kiriaratu was there. Might be a matter of time, though. They're short on the blind side. Should be a try coming. It is. Shante Kiriaratu on the board yesterday with a try. Helps herself to the first. And the Rubies have first points. See the overlap they had. Sekitoga desperately trying to get back there. And if it wasn't Kiriaratu, it would have been her outside number in Kaisha Afoa. Rubies on the board. So Williamson, a tough task for her first conversion today. So can Williamson turn 4 to 6? Been a fairly slick opening 5 minutes of this one. 2 20-minute periods in the under-19s. Williamson on target. Just drifts away late, so it remains just 4 points to 0. So have a look at that try again. And they just had them short, trying to slow down the play the board to allow them to set a defensive line, but Ratu was aware of the danger. Crashes over. Yeah, looking like a side. Expectation on them, of course, given they are the defending champions at under-19 level. And that expectation puts a bit of pressure on you, but showing no sign of it to this point anyway. And we'll see New South Wales country and South Australia to follow. New South Wales country impressive themselves yesterday. Penalty, too slow to move there. Fiona Janke. Taken quickly. Story.
Okay, together. Lock in. Hold. Hold. Go one.
Nikki. Good offload. Keeps the footy alive. Second phase for Sayunga. Lukawate draws 2 of them, looks to get that arm free for the offload, trying to stay in the field as well. Does well to keep it alive. Here's Hills. Good fend. 3 to bring her down. 10 out from the line. Fitzgerald. Sekitoga, so hard to stop. Gets a good offload here. Nice from the Northern Territory. Rubies under pressure. Story. They swing it to the right. Sekitoga. Bari. Last tackle now, centimetres out. Can they answer back with points of their own? It's a slow play the ball. Story might have a look from dummy half. Sekitoga has strength. Can she get it out wide? What a ball that is! Hills does the finishing, but what about that pass? From the top shelf. Sekitoga, no idea how she managed that. But the Northern Territory answer back. Have a look at this on the replay. Abigail Sekitoga knew exactly what she needed to do, had 3 on her. And look at that. Credit to Hills for finishing the job. You won't see much better than that. Sekitoga with a job to do from smack bang on the sideline. She's just pulled off the brilliance to create the try. Might need another moment of it to put them in front. This will be a turn up. Good connection. Always drifting to the right, though. So we're all locked up. 4-4. Let's look at that again. This was absolute brilliance from Sekitoga. Player with big wraps on her. And rightfully so. Look at that. Don't think that can be taught. Good reward for some... If you're tuning in, this one coming to the boil nicely. We're all locked up at 4 apiece between the Rubies and Northern Territory. Northern Territory certainly in the thick of their contest yesterday with New South Wales country. Not going all the way of the defending champs, the Rubies. It's Janke. Gets them 20 out from the line. Barnes scoots out a dummy half. Such pace. Williamson. Nice from the Rubies. Can they answer back with a try here? Can they get it down? They do. Hannah Larson, the captain, has them back in front. And for all the work of the Northern Territory, it's come undone. Hannah Larson finds a try. It was Barnes, speed out of dummy half, had them reeling. Williamson helped it on, and Larson, despite the best efforts of Sekitoga, touches down. So Williamson, easier time of converting this one. Can she extend it to a 6-point lead for the Rubies? We tick into the second phase of this first half. Takes the time to just sum up the angle, but always hooking to the left. So remains unconverted. Barnes to Williamson to Larson. Hard to stop, 1-on-1 from there.
Make sure you wait for the tap, girls. Wait for the tap here. Okay, release the ball, yep.
Turns back to the NT, and another strong charge.
Here. Hold. Hold. Go one, you're right.
Houlihan it was. Not going away, the Northern Territory.
19 all out. Hit 15. Hold. Go,
We
19.
edge closer to half-time. Ransom, Story at dummy half. Lukawate
13, release the
can
arm.
attract defenders and has a good offload as well. Need to get Sekitoga more involved, you feel, as Bari
Here we are.
gets into first receiver.
Hold. Wait. Go 4.
Ransom into dummy half. Sayunga, they've got them stretched wide. Can they answer back with a try of their own? If they put it through the hands, they should. They do have a try. It's Sekitoga. It's end-to-end footy at the moment. And the Northern Territory answers straight back. We have a game here. I thought for a moment they may have let the cover defence have the time to come across, but Sekitoga managed to find the line, and we are level again. Important kick here for Sekitoga. Can she edge the Northern Territory ahead?
I felt Queensland was quite good on the 10 then. I agree.
Well, we saw performance from their Open Women's team today. Bit of an upset win over Victoria in the final game in the Open Women's portion of the draw this morning. Has that inspired this performance? Sekitoga, it's going to fall short, so it will remain level at 8 apiece. Let's look at that try again. Sayunga, she saw they had them short and just had to put it through their hands. Eventually found the fullback and not going to stop her that close to the line.
Okay, ball on ground.
Well, it's end-to-end footy. The Rubies scored. Northern Territory went up the other end and scored, and now
Go 1.
turns back to the Queensland side.
6, release the arm.
Good viewing wherever you're joining us on NRL.com. Harvey Norman Women's National Championships. Barnes out of dummy half. Greer R2.
Now we're all offside, girls.
They're all offside, so they'll retain possession And another full set.
Over here, girls. Over here. Over here. There's the mark. Okay, with your foot. Yep.
Carter has them 10 out from the line.
1 foot. Hold. Hold, go 1.
Need to find an offensive set here to keep things level.
Hold, go 2.
Worked so hard to get to this point. They don't want to let them back in. Racing up out of the line of the NT.
Okay. 6 off the
Carter
ball.
has them
Go
3
2.
out from the line. Looking ominous for the Rubies. They spread it to the left. Ratu. Already a try today. They've got numbers out wide. They will score. Riley Batty crosses. End to end to end. Rubies back in front. Saw they were short. And Batty just had to pick it up and put it over the try line. What a first half we're seeing. Don't forget, one game to follow this to complete the day 2 action. New South Wales country and South Australia. They've got quite a bar to reach to top this one. Seen some thrillers today. Had a draw amongst it all. It's setting the scene for tomorrow in day 3, where we will finalise the standings and work out who our finalists will be for Sunday. No tries converted yet for either side. Another tough kick here for the Rubies. Just hangs up in that slight breeze, waved away. So the lead remains just a single try. Here is a replay. Barnes, Ratu. Great service from dummy half today for Barnes. Doesn't allow the defensive line to get set. And Batty goes over to score. So a fascinating final 3 minutes here. Ruby's the favourites going in. NT saying, what if we have anything to do with it? Story. What's a put out of dummy half? Fitzgerald off the left and the right. Has them 30 out. Can they answer back again? Bari has them 30 out. Where's Sekitoga? She's looked the most likely to break this Ruby's line. Here she is, the number 1. Lined out to the left. Ransom says we'll go to the right. Sayunga finds Kingdon. Last tackle now. Sekitoga wants it. Sayunga has it. She's going to take it to the line. Throw a cutout ball. Not played at. It's still live. Not played at. So it will be a turnover. For a second, Northern Territory thought they had 6 more tackles. So a let off for the Rubies there. Batty, try scorer. Now Barnes, yet again, some good meters, crucial meters out of dummy half. Final 90 seconds of this first half, which has been thrilling as they start to push the passes. Fisher-Pearson plays it quickly. That's a penalty though. Marker's not square. Probably not a bad penalty to give away to just stop the roll-on of the Rubies and just take some seconds off the clock and allow the NT just to set the defensive line.
Hold 16. Hold, go. 16 early. Thank you.
Karia takes it to the line.
13 off the leg. In hold.
40 seconds remaining.
7, we're pushing forward. Let's take a step back. Play the ball. Push up, hold. Go 2.
Rubies go down the blind side through Marshall.
Square. Hold. Go 3. Go
Lined out to the right. Barnes gets a good offload. To Talili.
Go 4.
Karia needs to put it through the hands. Is that a knock on? It is, in fact, and that might just take us to half time in what has been a highly entertaining affair. There is the siren. Half time, and the Queensland Rubies, they were favourites coming in, but Northern Territory have certainly made them work for their lead. Just a single try splits them after a riveting first 20 minutes. 20 minutes to come. It'll be a hard mark to reach to top that first half. Let's have a look at the tries. Karia opened proceedings for the Rubies. This will steal all the headlines. Look at the work from Sekitoga. And Hills just had to catch it and put it down. Made it look a lot easier than it was. And then Larson, Ruby's captain, went straight up the other end and scored. And the NT went back to ensure just a 4-point deficit at the break. Sekitoga turning try scorer this time. That had us level at 8 apiece, and then Batty just had to be clean with her hands, put it over. That is why they lead 12 points to 8 at halftime. Quick break from us when we return. Second half in this one. Halftime, the Rubies 12, lead Northern Territory 8. Yes, welcome back to Bob Singh Oval. Second half about to get underway in our first Pool B game between the Queensland Rubies and the Northern Territory. After a ripping first half, the Rubies with a slender lead, 12 points to 8 over Northern Territory. Quite a contest shaping up here. Northern Territory get us back underway. Karia taking the kickoff.
9, roll out, lock in and hold. Hold. Go 1, 16, not
Colch in
square,
the dummy half.
16.
Penalty
16, not square.
help the cause. Mark is not square.
Up here. There it is. With your foot. Open
Really hanging in this contest in that first half. Northern Territory, it was end-to-end footy. 3 tries back-to-back to close out the half.
16, up now. Square and hold.
How taxing has that proven for them, though? Rubies want to strike first. Here's Sonny Gerard. Try scorer yesterday. They have kept some troops fresh, the Rubies. They've injected them after half-time. Here is Tutali'i. I'll swing it to the left. Colch. Karia goes on her own. Looks to get that right arm free. So straight back on defence, the NT. They need to keep them out here. Good tackle. Second charge by Tutali'i. Still on the left they go. Karia says no, we'll switch things to the right. Williamson, room to move. Lost possession, so Northern Territory come up with it. Fitzgerald plays it. Sekitoga into dummy half.
9, off the arms. Hold 13. Hold.
Bari a little ginger as she plays it. This is where they've started a lot of their sets. Fitzgerald puts it through the hands. El Kawate.
20 stand. 6, we're here. Go 2.
Physical work from both sides. This game
Okay, together.
certainly taxing on these players.
Hold. Go 10, not square. Tackle 3.
What is shaping up to be a pivotal clash in Pool A.
12, roll out. 15,
Northern
hold.
Territory gave
Wait.
quite a scare to New South Wales country yesterday, proving the same. Saunga shows it to the line. Good offload. They keep it alive. Here's Isabando.
13 off the arm, last tackle. 11. Hold. In square. Hold. Go last.
Slow to play it here on the last. Can they find the end result they read? Sayunga under pressure. Puts it down the throat of the Rubies, and they're back and running.
Okay, 9.
Over halfway.
Here we are. Hold. Go 1.
Afoa directing troops. Nice scurry from dummy half, although she loses that momentum now.
Hold. Go 2. On the outline. On 4.
Looking to offload. It's a loose carry.
I've got 1-on-1, then knock on.
So one-on-one strip was raked out, but losing possession. So the Rubies will retain it and have a full set of 6. 30 out from the Northern Territory line. Reminder, one final game to come after this. New South Wales Country and South Australia.
Okay, we're just going to play with blood over there, girls.
Just a brief stoppage here as a couple of NT players receive some treatment. Chance to recap the scores from the Pool A action we've seen. Queensland Sapphires 18-4 over Victoria, and New South Wales City 22 points to 6 winners over Western Australia. So New South Wales City sitting on top, points differential. Both they and the Sapphires are 2 wins from 2. Wheeler. Plays it quickly. Ratu has it on the left. Goes inboard this time.
Girls, we're well in front there.
Everyone offside. So another penalty just slows down the charge of the Rubies for now anyway. Colch taps it. Back on the attack they go. Sonny Gerard.
Okay, 12, roll off.
Play it 5 out from the line.
Hold, go 1.
Spin it to the right. Kite. Over the line. Can't quite get it down though.
Tackle 2. Number 10.
So she's held up.
Tackle 2, back to the line for me. Markers if you want.
So the NT War holding firm, but starting to look a little shaky now. Given the weight of possession. Yet another set. Colt's going to go, and Orion Williamson should score, and does. And the Rubies score first in the second half, and they stretch the lead again. See on the replay, Colt saw them napping, drew the defence. Williamson reaches out. Lead out to 8 points.
Yeah. Usually on your right. Yeah. Hold her. Now, Northern Territory, she's got a white ribbon in it. That's not mine. I'm good. White ribbon in her hair. She's not in 11. She's the other player with a white ribbon.
So an easier conversion attempt here for Williamson.
We'll just have a good work rate on their outside players. With Northern Territory, and I'll work really
Chance
hard.
to stretch the Rubies' advantage to 10.
And we'll just work really hard with them, okay?
Winner Manly Seagulls representative. Makes no mistake. So let's look at that try again. And it was the work of Colch from dummy half. Saw they weren't quite set. Williamson finished it off. So NT will tap us off again. Trying to go up the other end. Met in strong defence is Batty. showing her strength to keep them away. Story, Fitzgerald in a good one-on-one tackle. Fisher Pearson. Here's Nikki. Has them out over the 20. Well, every time the Rubies scored in that first half, the NT went up the other end and added points of their own. More history repeat here in the second. Kawate. Last tackle now. Can they find the desired end to this set? Sayanga wants it. Has it now. Puts it high in the air. It's a test. One in the air. They're going to score a try. Vakakavu pinched it out of the sky, and they answer straight back the NT. There's a player down as well. I think it's Korea Ratu. No, in fact, we'll confirm that. But let's have another look at the try. It was a great finish to the set. Sayanga swirling around, and Vakakavu just pinched it off Wheeler. And she's the player that has stayed down. Perhaps a hand injury as a result of that. And the lead back to 6 points. So that history of try for try continues. An important kick here for Sayanga to just inch a little bit closer. Can she trim the margin to just 4 points? Set up a thrilling final 11 minutes. They are providing quite a scare to the Rubies. Not quite the connection, and it will fall short. So just the converted try, the difference. Let's look at the replay again. Wheeler still in the hands of the trainers, and this is why. Nasis Vakakavu plucks it out of the hands of Wheeler. Touches down. So the defending champs not having everything their own way, like many expected. Well, last time Northern Territory have scored tries, Rubies have gone straight up the other end and cancelled it out. So important defensive set here. Colch in the dummy half, added some speed around that ruck. Williamson, try scorer earlier today. Good ball inside. Kia has them close to the line. Still trying to offload. And it's a knock on. So trying to push the pass, not needed. And Kia turns over possession. That might be a big moment they reflect upon if Northern Territory can find a way to bring them level in this final 9.5 minutes. Only the pool winners go through to the Sunday's finals, so can't afford to drop points here. And a clash for New South Wales country. High contact, so a penalty will help them out of their own ends. They haven't found their touch. Oh, they let the Rubies off the hook. Afoa. Korea-Ratu into dummy half. Tutali'i. Colch spins it to the right. Janky helped on. Numbers. They can get it to the right. Williamson was there. Still short They go in that direction. Colch, Williamson, should be academic from here. Williamson, has she got another try? She likes it. Referee likes it. The Rubies extend their lead once again. Well, they were scrambling, and eventually they ran out of troops, and Williamson has her second of the afternoon.
Northern Territory Lions are swimming very well. Yeah, they are. They're doing really good.
And the margin creeps out to 10 points again. So Williamson moving in to extend the lead to 2 converted tries and hits the upright again. So lead remains just 10 points. Again, it's that combination. Colch and Williamson sold the dummy. 2 tries for her in this one.
That was a lot better, girls. Let's just finish off well, okay? Thank you. Okay, let's hold for the touch.
Sure you're enjoying it wherever you're watching. Thanks for your company throughout the day here on NRL.com. We'll be back tomorrow with another 9 games live back-to-back. Still 1 to complete today's proceedings as well. Here in Pool B, New South Wales Country and South Australia to follow. This one not done just yet. 10 points the difference. Another try from the NT can make life interesting. Here's Ellie Nicky. Drifting across field, looking for support. Story. Fitzgerald shows it to the line. Tackled 30 out. Bari, last tackle now. Kick resulted in a try last time. Will they do the same? Sayunga goes in that direction. It's a swirling one. Hard to contend with. Bounce. The ball's good for Northern Territory. They can't pick it up though. And they're all inside the 10. So let off the hook. Sayunga's kicking game. Proved hard to handle. So we edge into the final 5 minutes here at Bobsing Oval. Northern Territory certainly in the thick of this contest. Tough game yesterday against New South Wales Country. They've certainly proved their quality. Atu almost made a half break. Can they close it out? Another try you feel would snuff out this resistance of Northern Territory. Put this contest to bed. Colch. They are motoring forward with Janke. Closing in. Final stages. Through the hands it goes. Larson, the captain. She wants the offload too. Last tackle now. From one end to the other. Atu. They have them short on the left. Cutout ball's a good one. Afoa rolls it in behind. They all should be in front of the kicker. They are. Didn't find the sideline last time, so take the less risky option of the tap. It means they're going to have to go the distance, and the clock not on their side at this point. 3 minutes 30. Good offload. Bari. Fitzgerald, through the hands it goes. Okawate trying to keep it alive. Need to play an expansive game given the predicament they're in. That might have crept a bit high on Houlihan. She's a little slow to play it. We approach the final 3 minutes as Sayunga's ball's cut out. They may pay a heavy price for that. Need to chance their arm. Key to play it. Korea Ratu. They have an overlap here on the left. Did they put it through their hands? Can they find some points? What a tackle that is, though. Knocked back. It's still alive. And she's out over the sideline. Here's Batty. What about that one-on-one hit when they needed it? Well, the Rubies, no, they've been in the game. It's been physically taxing and it's not done just yet. Sure you've enjoyed it wherever you've been joining us here on NRL.com. We still have one game to follow this to round out Pool B between New South Wales Country and South Australia. Keeping the ball alive on the Northern Territory. Desperation time. Been really impressed with Bari. There in the number 11 as she plays it. Do they have a trick or two up this leg? We've seen some individual brilliance on both sides today. Still they work the footy forward. Nikki, Genders. Get to the 40-metre line. Is there a Sayunga kick again? Charge down. Played at. Can they get on possession here? It's a penalty. Simmons just pushing Batty away. That'll allow the Rubies just to soak up some seconds with just over a minute remaining. So the job just about done. It's been a scare for the Rubies, but Larson charging forward, the captain. They want to finish on a high. They want another try. Ram home this advantage. Williamson, already 2 today. Wrapped up emphatically that time. Colch at a dummy half. Numbers on the right. Knock on. So possession turns, and that just about the end of proceedings. They'll have around about 3 tackles the NT to find something. Final seconds of this one. They've been gallant once again. Unfortunately for them, Northern Territory will end in defeat. What a display it has been. One final chance to try something. Kick it long and the chase is on for them. Batty's back there. And we'll take the tackle and conclude things. But what a game that was. Northern Territory have provided the Rubies, our defending champions, with quite a scare. The Rubies have held on, though, to take the points, and attention will turn to our final game of the afternoon in Pool B between New South Wales Country and South Australia. Full time, the Rubies 22, prevailing over Northern Territory 12.